Hi friends, happy Monday afternoon. My name is Laura Milligan. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm coming to you live from Canton, Ohio in my studio that I call the B Spot. So I have a couple things I'm going to talk about today, and we actually launched today a kit sale. So all of our kits are anywhere from 10 to 30% off. There's some really good deals, and I want to showcase some of them that are my favorites and that I happen to have in my studio here on hand. You can get some good deals, like I said, and then I'm going to make one card for you. So let's just go ahead and get started. If you're there, please say hi. We are into October, which I can't believe. My goodness, time flies. We are super busy in my studio right now because we are prepping for all the things I have going on, most all the things I have going on in October. Next week, I leave for my Stampin' at Sea cruise, which I am really excited about, and I'm prepping for Club, I'm prepping for Simply Stamped. I have a special class on Friday, Lemonade with Laura, which is featuring the Love and Courage stamp set, which is part of the Making a Difference campaign that Stampin' Up offers every year. It is a great class. I love the cards that we will be making, and it's a chance to give comfort to people that have had either are fighting cancer now, have had it, and are a survivor, or if they're supporting a friend or family member that is going through the battle. So it's a great stamp set. Stampin' Up donates $3 to for every stamp set that's closed to the breast cancer research organizations all around the world, which is really, really exciting. And so if you're not coming to my class, I hope that you will consider at least buying the stamp set and supporting a great cause. Okay, if you are there, say hello. There's Myra. Hi, Myra. How are you? So I have been going live, I think, all summer long on Wednesdays. But like I said, I have a class on Wednesday, and I'm not sure if they will be here at 1 o'clock when I normally would go live. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it today, and then I can mention the kit sale that we have and just make one card for you. So let me go ahead and change my view. So I wanted to talk about our kits. Like I said, they are up to 30% off just for the next couple days. And if you are not familiar with your kit, which I feel like most of you should be by now, I've talked quite a bit about them in the past since we started carrying them, but they come in a craft colored box like this. They are all inclusive, so you can grab them. Hi, Colleen, how are you? You can grab a kit, take it with you anywhere you want to go. Because they are all inclusive, they make a great gift for someone that maybe wants to have a crafty experience. The nice thing is Stampin' Up has done all the design work, and all you have to do is some stamping and assembling. So it's like a quick project. Most of these you can finish in an evening. Some even quicker than that. But this is how they come. And then I wanted to point out, because I think this is really important. So this kit is the Handmade and Heartfelt kit, and I have shared this with you. I think I shared it last week, actually. Comes with this box and these 5 cards. You get to make 2 of each. This is what was featured on Saturday for World Card Making Day, and the cards are lovely. I think this is a great kit. It's an all-occasion stamping kit. It comes with a great stamp set with all these different greetings. There's birthday, there's thanks, hello sunshine, and thinking of you. And I know I've said this before, but thinking of you could be for a multitude of reasons, any reason to send a card, and especially just to let someone know that you're thinking of them. So, but what I wanted to show you on this, because this is how all our kits are, they include this brochure, which gives you instructions on how to assemble the kit. It'll show you which things to put dimensionals on, which things to use glue dots, that sort of thing. But what is really important is on the flyer, there are these QR codes. And this is the one that says stampinup-kits.com. And if you scan this QR code on your phone, it will take you to a video showing you how to assemble whatever kit you're making. So of course, in this case, it would be this kit. And I watch these every time I get a kit. I mean, I've been stamping over 25 years, and I can usually figure it out, but I like to watch because I always learn. I don't know, I just think it's helpful to watch these. So if you get a kit as part of this sale or anytime, you may have some already in your Stampin' Stash, but be sure to scan this QR code because it makes it really, really easy to assemble. So what I did today was I just pulled some of my favorite kits. I took them out of the boxes, but this one, my first one, I do want to show you this one. They come, wrapped like this. This is a really fun kit, and I had taken some of these to my retreat last March, and they were snapped up. They were gone in a matter of a couple minutes. So this one is called Birthday Bash, and it's different because it's not cards, but it includes everything you need to make 4 gift bags. And here's one, and you know what? It's there you go. I think you can see most of it there. A tag, the cute tag with the ice cream cone. And then birthday wishes, the cute twine. I believe this is Calypso Coral and White Baker's Twine, which is exclusive to this kit. And then it also, so it makes 4 gift bags and then 4 gift card holders. So let me pull one of these out. And literally, these go together so quickly. And it just makes a gift card look more like a gift when it's packaged something like this. So you just slide this off. And this is really cute, celebrate you, and then you slide your gift card right in this pouch. So this kit contains supplies to make 4 gift card holders as well. And like here's one in blue. It comes in a couple different colors. And then I'm just gonna slide this back on here to keep it together. Let's see. See if I can do this live. There we go. Well, I don't know. I must not be. I almost have it. I'm so close. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to fidget with this, but there we go. There we go. So it just slides on like that, and it has, of course, for you. It's a cute, cute way to make a gift card seem more like a gift. It's in a cute little package that's a present. So that's the first one. This is on sale for $12.60. So you can get. It is 4 gift bags and 4 gift card holders for $12.60. That's a pretty good deal. And one thing I like about this kit, I love this grosgrain ribbon that's included in the kit. Like, that is really nice. That's a really nice added touch, I think. Okay, so that's the first one. That is Birthday Bash. It is on sale for $12.60, which I think is amazing. Okay, and then I just quickly pulled out some of the kits that are my favorites. This one is called Maritime Moments, and this is kind of a sailboat seafair theme. It's these 3 cards. You know what? Hold on a second. Excuse my hand. I'm going to just raise my camera just a bit. There we go. See if I can straighten it up now. There we go. I think you'll be able to see things a little bit better. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Debbie. So this is the Maritime Moments. It is on sale for $16.80 for 6 cards. And I love this one. I think this is really fun. I love the beach and the ocean and the sailboats. These, of course, are also perfect for masculine cards that we're all, always trying to come up with ideas for masculine cards. So this is a great kit. Maritime Moments on sale for $16.80. This one, I think I shared with you when Lucy was here. This is called Brighten Your Day. Oh, and you know what? The other thing I didn't mention is these kits. They have really cute matching envelopes. Look how pretty this envelope is. They're printed like that, so all you have to do is add your name and address. This is called Brighten Your Day. You get 9 cards. These are so simple and gorgeous. Love these. If you have some extra gems on hand, which I'm sure all of you do, you could maybe add a couple different gems if you want to dress it up. Here's a envelope that goes with this purple color. And then this pretty one, this says you make the world a better place. This is 9 cards for $15.30. Everything is included in the kit to make these cards. So they are really popular. I took a lot of my kit stash to my holiday retreat that I had little over a week ago, and I sold so many. It was really great. They appreciate those quick, easy cards. Okay, so this one is called Thank You Kindly. We have had this one for a while. Mine is a little worse for the wear because I've had it on a display board, but look at the beautiful envelope. And these are thank you cards. Look how gorgeous. Most of you have probably seen this one before, but wouldn't this be pretty for, I mean, really anything? And I have seen where people have actually taken like a blending brush and added some color to these if you want to step it up a little bit. But this one is on sale. You get 8 cards, 4 of each of these 2 designs for $12.60. Like, that is a steal if there ever was one. That's the Thank You Kindly kit. And then this next one is also a favorite of mine. It's called Welcoming Garden. I had this on a display board too. This one, they offered it. It sold out immediately, and then they brought it back. And look how these open. Look how cute these are. You can see why they sold out so quickly, right? Really fun. Thanks. They're all like garden gates. Look at the little vines coming up and the flowers. This one is on sale for $16.80. You get 3 of each design. Look how cute how that opens, and then it opens as a card. This one has cute envelopes, but I didn't pull it out today. But this is one of my favorites. Sold out, like I said, sold out immediately and then came back in stock. If you're a gardener, if you love flowers, or if you know people that love flowers, don't miss out on that kit. And then I just have one more that I want to show you. This is called Beautiful Blues. I think this was kind of everybody's favorite when it first came out. I think a lot of us love blue. I do. And so this is a thoughtful, like uplifting type set. The words in this, and this does include a stamp set. Wishing you comfort, you're in my thoughts, and then this says sending love, and then look at the beautiful flap of the envelope. So pretty. And again, this is 3 each of 3 different designs for $18.40. And it comes with these really pretty gems. This is a beauty. So take advantage of the sale. It only lasts a couple days, and there are some really good deals. And like I said, I have been stamping for over 25 years, and I still love these kits. Anything quick, easy, and cute works for me. I saw one of my nieces this weekend. I gave her one of the kits, and there are tons of kits. They're all on sale, even some of the brand new ones that were released last week. So if you're interested, I will be sharing a link when I'm done with this afternoon, in case you want to go and shop. But I would shop early, as always, with our products, because things do sell out. And when they're gone, they're gone. So, all right, I just have a quick card I'm going to make for you today. And this one is featuring the North Pole Delivery Suite from the from the mini catalog. So cute. It includes a stamp set with coordinating dies and some specialty designer paper, some gems, a ribbon, and there's even another page, double page spread with some really cute things as well. I love the owl holding the note. Look at these little things. So cute. Be a cute gift for a baby, wouldn't it? So I have, and that's on page, hold on here, 28 through 31 of our holiday mini catalog. And let me just show you the designer paper. So cute. Where's my flap? Here it is. So the paper, it does have some elements that coordinate with the dies, which I will show you when I make my card. But look at these cute little guys making a special delivery. Here's a thing of letters. Love that one. This, This is a cute little pool party polka and white polka dot. It's distressed. And then all these little mailboxes, and there's like a clock tower. Actually, I guess that's a mailbox. It's just a taller one. So these are all different shapes of mailboxes. And then let's flip it over and see what the back side is. There's a little street scene. This paper has if you get this and you take out the paper and look at it closely, like look how cute this little hedgehog is carrying a letter to somebody. Like I said, I mentioned the owl. It kind of reminds me of Harry Potter delivering a letter. There's a bunny rabbit, the bear, the little chipmunk. Here's a squirrel with a package on his back. And this is just 1/4 of the sheet. There's so many adorable little guys on that sheet. And then this is different postage stamps, which is fun. And here's some more cute little critters, the dogs, the cats. I like him. He's just a cute guy. I like big dogs. And then this is a whole sheet of different letters and postcards and gifts and things. So super, super cute. And then you get 2 sheets of these little punch-out die cuts that are cardstock weight or DSP weight. They're a little bit thinner than cardstock, but you can use them as such. And there's some little critters. Yeah, there's some cute ones in this. Like, look at him. How cute is he? There's a couple stamps. Here's a bunny. There's a truck. Lots of different things. And again, this is just a sampling of them, but I wanted to at least give you an idea. It's super, super cute. A lot of people love the critters. Our critters are always really popular. Hi, Lucy. How are you? Okay. All right, so let me put that away. And then let's just make our card. So I am starting with, I'm going to just lay everything out. I have a basic white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I have a small piece for my sentiment. I'm just going to put this here. The sentiment is 3/8 by 2 1/4. And then I just have a scrap that I'm going to do some stamping on. I have a pool party panel, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I have a panel of real red, 3.5 by 4 3/4, and I have gone ahead and embossed this with the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. This, I don't know, something about Christmas and plaid, right? They just seem to go together, so I've already done that. And then I have some designer paper. Here's this piece with the kind of like a distressed look, the pool party and the polka dots. There's the back side of that. And then I have a small sheet with the letters on it. And I think that is everything that we need. Okay, so let's go ahead and start assembling our card. So I'm going to start with my pool party. And I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, just grab my glue. And attach this panel to my card front. And then I'm going to take the piece that I've embossed, the plaid panel, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. And I'll just center this on here. This card goes together pretty quickly, but it's so cute. And I know we have animal lovers out there, right? Okay. Then I'm going to take this piece of letters and just go ahead and glue that down. I have not used any dimensionals yet. Have you noticed that? That is not like me, but trust me, I'm going to make up for it. Just give me a minute here. Okay, so we have this piece. Let me glue that down. I love this. I love the colors in this. It reminds me of like old age Christmas Santa Claus vintage type look. All right. So next thing, well, I might as well just add this piece next. This is just going to go right there. It's really hard to cover up that cute little bunny. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Let that just sit there a minute. I am going to do some die cutting and stamping. So I'm going to start with this piece, and I didn't even show you the stamp set. So here's the stamp set, and it has some cute little critters. It has like a compass, gifts, a mailbox. The paws are super cute. And then some greetings, special delivery from here to there, sending merry tidings, Merry Christmas and happy wishes from the North Pole, hoping this Christmas is the most magical yet, and from me to you. So I'm going to stamp this little guy. And I think he's hiding from me. Where did I put him? Oh my gosh. Oh, duh. He's right here. He's so close I can't see him. Okay. So I'm just going to use Tuxedo Black ink because I'm going to be coloring him in. And I'm going to let that just sit there for a second. And the other thing I'm going to color him in, and I'm going to die cut him, and I'm also going to die cut this piece. This piece comes from the Designer Series paper, and there is a die that coordinates with that. Let me pull that over here. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut that. There are some red ones and some green ones, and there's actually quite a few on this panel. The rest of them you would just fussy cut. And then there's also, this is the little die for the dog. And one thing that I'm not going to make today, but I think I'm going to do this next Monday. There's a really cute box die included in this bundle. Makes the cutest little box, and I think I'll just go ahead and commit to this. I'm going to make it next week for you. But the other thing, I just cut this from here, and then I'm also going to need one of these little letters here. So I'm just going to get my paper snips and go ahead and cut this out. I think I'll get this one up here. And there's a pool party one. There's a crumb cake one. I'm going to use this vanilla-ish, which is going to be really easy to cut. It's just basically cutting out a rectangle. Now I'm going to cut this pretty close to the design. That looks pretty good there. All right, so let's take our little puppy, and I'm going to cover up my ink here. And I'm just going to add some color to him. And this is a real quick bit of coloring. I'm going to start with his nose. I'm just going to put a couple dabs of basic black blend on his nose. And then I'm going to give him a real red sweater, and for this I'm just using dark real red. So I'm just going to go ahead. You could do, some shading if you want. If you wanted to use the light blend as well, but and there's a little bit showing right there. That's the sweater. And then if you want to, you can go back and add this would be really subtle, but you can add the blend again. It's going to make it a little bit darker if you want to outline the edge or create a shadow like that. Okay. And then I'm going to use crumb cake. This is light crumb cake for his body. His little paws. Okay, isn't he cute? And again, that's just quick little bit of coloring. I'm gonna bring in my mini, I call the baby, the mini cut and emboss machine, and just cut these two images. I'm gonna set my little letter up here so I don't lose it. And I'm just gonna do plate number 1 and then 2 of plate number 2. You know what, I'm gonna turn this way. And I think what I wanna do is just grab a Post-it note. Yeah, it does sort of look like Charlie Myra. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna line this up, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put my Post-it, the sticky part of this Post-it note here to hold that in place because I don't want it to shift as I'm cutting. And then I'll do the same thing with the little dog. Just make sure, get it lined up. Looks pretty good. Just need a little bit of sticky to hold that in place. And then I'll just top it with my cutting plate number 2. And we'll go ahead and crank it through. Sometimes you have to give it a push. Got to push it with my, whoops. Hold on. I pushed it and I moved the whole thing. Ooh. Hold on here, guys. It's Monday, what can I say? Hold on here, I'm just not doing well with this. Okay, here we go. There we go. Sometimes it just takes a little push to get it going, and then it just slides right through. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull these off. And there we have our cute little mailbox. We have our cute little dog. So cute. I'll set the dies aside. And then before I put this together, let me just show you a little trick, and I'm sure many of you know this, but as you color with blends, you can see on the back of this how it bleeds through. Well, I thought it'd be really cute to put the dog on the front of the envelope, so let me go ahead and do that. And I want it, you could leave him just black like this, but I thought it would be good to add some color. So what I'm gonna do is just slip this scrap in my envelope, and I just have to make sure that the paper's wide enough to cover where this image is, and it is. I can see my cardstock is like there and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just real quickly color this in, and this keeps it from bleeding all the way through the envelope. So I'll just do this real quick. And like I said, you could add more shading if you want to, but I think he looks pretty cute just like this. And then I'll just take my light crumb cake. So that's just a quick little tip for adding some color with blends to the front of your envelope without having it bleed through. So you can see when I pulled it out, just a little bit of it went through, but you don't really want that on the back of your envelope. So now The back of my envelope looks really good. So there's the front, so cute. And let's just put this together. So I'm just going to take my mailbox and I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. And I'm also going to pop the dog up. I feel like if you're an animal lover, there's so many little critters in this set that you will really like. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put this here, like this little guy is headed right to the mailbox. And I'm gonna stamp my words. I'm just using special delivery. Yeah, so Debbie is a mail carrier. She's retired now, and she says, I always like delivering envelopes that had a cute image on them. And you know, we as you know, we all try to stamp something on the outside of our envelope because it's the first thing people are going to open, right, when their mail comes. It's something fun. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and angle this side like that. And when I stamp this on this little skinny strip, I oriented it more towards the left side because what I want to do is take this little card and I'm just going to put a dab of glue on the end here. There are so many cute components to this suite. So many cute things. Okay, so we've got that. And I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. I'm going to use mini so did anybody here participate in World Card Making Day? Did you watch the live? It was really nice. They did a nice job. I watched the replay. I couldn't watch it live, but I watched the replay and I really enjoyed it. And so this I'm just going to put here like that. And I'm going to add some gems, and these go with this suite. They are called Dear Dots, D-E-A-R dots, Dear Dots. And let me get this open here. So there's 4 different colors. Let me put my lid back on my glue, or my ink, my glue. Then I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and you could do green or red. You could actually any of these colors. I think I'm going to use red. There and there. And there is our really cute card. I would stamp an image on the inside. I think I'm going to use Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. So let me just grab that. You know, I like to put my things on an angle. And let me get my ink again. And I'll just stamp that right in there. Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. And then, you know, I'm going to want to put something pretty on the inside too. So I'm just going to put that right there like that. And then the other thing I did, just really quickly, is I took another strip of the DSP, and this is a great thing to use if you end up with some excess pieces when you're done, you know, using this, or even if you're just making a card. But I cut a flap, I cut a strip for the envelope flap. It's 2 1/4 by 5 3/4, and I showed you this a while ago. What I do, I know for many times I've showed you how to just glue your DSP on this flap and then trim around it, but lately I've been doing it this way, and I think it actually looks really cute. So I've been doing it like this. So this is 2 1/4 by 5 3/4, like I said, and it just dresses up the back of the envelope, and it coordinates with, of course, the DSP we use there. and it even has the cute little image on the front. So I think this is a really, really cute and fairly quick card. It doesn't use a lot of supplies. So that was my card for today. And again, that's the Jolly Delivery Bundle. So let me go ahead and change my camera view. I hope you like that. I thought it was, oh, I forgot the cutest part. Hold on. Well, you know what? I have my sample here. I'm going to show you. We have the Real Red and White Baker's Twine. It comes one in a pack. I have two in my bag, but it comes one in a pouch. And I forgot to tie the little bow. I tied a little bow and tucked it on his tail, and look, it just finishes the whole card, right? It's so cute. So I hope you like this card. It was fun stamping with you today. I'll be back next Monday, and as I promised, I will show you how to do the box from this sweep, because there is a trick that I want to be sure that you know about. Don't forget about our kit sale today through, I believe it's through Wednesday. But if you are interested in any of our kits, they're up to 30% off. There are some really great deals. I shared some of them with you earlier in this live. Some really, really cute things. They're always cuter in person. They're never as cute when you just see them like flat on a picture, but when you actually see them, which is what I tried to do today. I wanted to show you a few of them. There are so many though, and they're always so much cuter in person. So don't miss out on that sale. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I look forward to seeing you again next time. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.